Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of This Is Our Life. I really like the artwork on these. So I was looking at, see if I can find the right one. Well, the map. See, they have cruises up here, not like cruise ship cruises. These are like on ferries, and you go, like you follow the coastline, you go to the islands, stuff like that. When you go to Hyannisport, you can go to those places. But there's the Isle of Shoals. There is a ferry. Let me find it again. It's only $42 for each of us. The trip is 7 hours long. Departure time is noon. We would have to drive to Portsmouth. Wait, no, is it Portsmouth? Waiting for the map to... It's right next to Maine, but it would still be in New Hampshire. Kittery, Maine would be right across the bridge. And what we would do is we would take Route 101 because that's close to us. It's Peterborough, Jaffrey, Dublin, Hancock, Benjamin, Milford, Amherst, Peterborough, Marlborough, Keene. So we would drive up to Keene on Route 12. Then we would take 101 all the way to the coast. What I call the coast, what people here call the seacoast. Not into the middle of the ocean, though. Excuse me. I moved the map too far, people. There we go. We would take 101. See, that wouldn't be difficult because 101, that's all the way to the coast. Then get on 95 and go 95 north until we got to Portsmouth, New Hampshire. And the ferry is on a main road, so that should be easy to find. And the ferry goes over to the Isle of Shoals, and you can take a walking tour. You can take a walking tour of the Isle of Shoals. You're not required to do that, but you can. And there's a picture of the Isle of Shoals. It's very, well, one of the islands. It's very pretty. You know, typical New England, New Erin, New Ireland type of place. We could afford the $42 each for us, but we would need help with the petrol, the gas, to get there, and we'd probably have to stay in a hotel. Well, no, if it departs at noon, you know, we'd still want to get there earlier. We might want to get a hotel room for the night. I don't know when it comes back. See, spend the day on Star Island. This cruise lets you experience our Isle of Shoals and Portsmouth Harbor tour, the Star Island walking tour, and stay for the day on Star Island. You'll spend approximately 4 hours exploring Star Island. Participating in the walking tour is optional. So, participation in the walking tour is optional. I wonder what amenities they have on the ferry. Oh, and there's a lighthouse over there on one of the other islands. It's very pretty, people. Would you enjoy something like that?
I think so.
And my wife says she thinks she would enjoy it. You might get to see whales too. So that's basically $100 for the for the ferry. So we'd need help with the money for the gas to get there and back, a hotel room for 1 or 2 nights, one night when we arrive and then one night before we leave, and then gas getting back, and maybe a little extra help with like some food. We might be able to handle the food so we could take like an ice chest, because the tours don't go year round. Let's see if I can find know, the tours stop pretty soon. I mean, it's only, um, yeah, I think this may be the last one, September 1st. Let me go back. Yep. No, September 7th is the last one. So we only have next month for this company. There, other companies may go further, but um, anyway. So if anybody would be willing, and that one ferry is really pretty. So if anybody would be willing to help us with, oh, they have a really nice dining exploration for the kids, a wedding. Um, Let me find that. We simply mix the powder with fresh milk to make a delicious breakfast drink that has 13 grams of protein, 21 essential vitamins and minerals, and 2 times the calcium. Well, I'll find, oh, here are the ships. Well, that's a party ship. We don't really want to go on a party ship. Yeah. I'll see what, oh, well, this is nice. Sunset Acoustic Harbor Cruise. That sounds nice. Adult menu. Prize-winning New England clam chowder, fresh dug steamed clams and cultivated mussels, 1 and 8 pound Maine lobster, fresh corn on the cob, roasted red bliss potatoes, roasted onions. I know she doesn't want the onions, so I'll eat them for her. Rolls in butter, hot drawn butter, and blueberry crumb cake. Hickory barbecue, half chicken, or vegetarian eggplant parmesan options for those who do not prefer seafood. Oh. That's nice. That's for the Sunset Acoustic Harbor Cruise. And the last one is September 7th. But I want to see... they don't seem to have a listing for their particular ships. That's a really... No, that's not the one I wanted. Go back up. Up, up, up. No, that's not the... Well, I'll have to find it again, but some of these cruises don't actually disembark passengers on the islands, but they do take people on. The people live on those islands. They're awfully small, but they live on them. Anyway, that would be a nice honeymoon. Although, I think, you know, and another option is to take the Chinatown bus to New York's Chinatown. I'd like to take my wife somewhere. And we're not... Anyway.